Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's Calorie Crush video. It's going to be a short one. I haven't got a lot to tell you. It wasn't a very interesting week. I have done a food diary, so that pads it out a bit for you guys at least. And I know that a lot of you have said you're interested in seeing the food diaries make a comeback, so I'm trying to remember. I didn't film last Monday. I did react badly to the results last week. And I know, in my heart of hearts, I know that's silly. It was a £2 loss and I should be elated about losing £2. But I wasn't elated. I was disappointed because I had it in my head that crushing those calories so much would have resulted in a much higher loss. And as one of you guys said in the comments, it just proves that all of those people who tell you that I'm on too many calories, blah, 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 it doesn't. Crushing your calories completely down doesn't mean that you lose a shed load more in 1 week. And I reacted badly to only losing £2. And I know it was silly, but I went out Monday and I ate the world. And when I'd finished the world, I ate all the neighbouring planets as well. We went to KFC for lunch. I went to Bella Italia for my evening meal with my friend Tamsin. We had a lovely meal. I went to the cinema and I ate sweets throughout the film. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Literally I consumed, I think, 4,500 calories. It's in the food diary. I didn't film on Monday. This is the thing. When I say it's in the food diary, the confession under how many calories I ate is in the food diary, but I didn't actually film on the Monday. So you'll see that in a moment. I just reacted in my usual way to, it's not fair, I'm going to sulk, what's the point in trying, I'm going to eat everything in sight. I did manage to snap my head back into the game a little bit by Tuesday-ish, and towards the end of the week, definitely more in the right mindset, and I've been within my calories all weekend without too much trouble. I did notice as well one day this week that when I had a little altercation with somebody, my immediate reaction was to resort to food. So I marched out of a conversation this week and marched in the direction of Greg's. I didn't get there. I stopped myself. I was quite proud of myself for stopping myself, but I was certainly marched out of that conversation and went, well, I'm going to Greg's then. As if by eating a bad choice of food, I could somehow punish the person who'd annoyed me. It's not punishing anyone apart from myself in the long run, is it? Or treating myself for the fact that this person had annoyed me or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm sure a psychologist could unpack that for you, but there it is. That was my reaction, and I was proud that I didn't give in to that urge, that I actually did fight that one down. Come and have a look at the food diary, and then we'll hop on the scales. I'll hop on the scales. You're not getting on the scales with me. Every week I have to tell myself it's just you on the scales, and then I'll be back. Good morning on Tuesday. I did not record a food diary yesterday. I could sit and tell it's because I didn't eat anything. And then you'd go, ha ha, that's not true. Actually, what happened was I had a massive blowout day. After being so good all week on the Slender Plan last week, I think I went off the rails a bit. I had a big blowout day. I had KFC at lunchtime. Went to Bella Italia in the evening. I'll work the calories out. I haven't worked the calories out for it yesterday, but I know it was well over. And I'll put it on the screen here. But back on it today. It's Tuesday morning and I've got protein world porridge with some choc shot for my breakfast. This many calories. So for my lunch I had the Protein World Vanilla Caramel Delight shake, and for my snacks I decided to go healthy. I took some carrot sticks and some dip and a packet of the Walker's Baked Prawn Cocktail Snacks. My entire lunch, including my snacks, came to 360 calories. Evening meal today, unexpectedly on the road. I've got a hoisin duck Tesco wrap, 361 calories. For the snack part of the meal deal, I got a couple of boiled eggs. That'll be 130-ish for the two. I'll put the exact calories on the screen. Good morning on Wednesday. I'm working again today, and Natalie and I have decided to get Subway salad for lunch, so I can take that to work with me. I've got porridge for breakfast. It is the Protein World Slender porridge in the speculoos flavour, which is what Biscoff is speculoos flavour. I'll put the calories on the screen. I've got it with about 170 mils of almond milk because I measured out the 150 and then there was just a dash left in the carton, so I thought I might as well use that as well. This is honestly the smallest Subway salad I have ever been served. I had a double meat portion and there's still nothing in it. It was 221 calories. It absolutely did not fill me up, and so I then had these Go Ahead fruit slices. The pack of 3 is 162 calories. Then I was still hungry, so I tried these spicy bikers, but they were actually too spicy for me, so I only actually ate a couple. I put 5 grams into my app for 24 calories. They were really far too spicy for me. Now, the downside for me of being disappointed in a meal when I was trying hard, as I was in my salad and then in my crisps, is that I go on a snack mission. So first I ate these dolly mixtures, then I ate this tuna mayonnaise sandwich, and then I had Skittles. And furthermore, talking of disappointment, will you look at the horrible distribution of colours in these Skittles? I did not get one single purple Skittle. Devastated. Absolutely devastated. I then ate a caramel Freddo, 96 calories, a Time Out wafer bar for 100 calories, and a Dairy Milk Little Bar for 96 calories, and I did not film any of it. Okay, I gave in to the snack monster at work this afternoon. I don't think I videoed everything, but I definitely gave in to the snack monster and ate chocolate this afternoon, which leaves me with not too many calories left for dinner. So I'm going to have this vegetable frittata, which is making me sorry about the shadows, by the way. I wonder if I put that light on, it might help. Hang on. There we go. Vegetable frittata from Aldi, I believe this was. This is 195 calories. I've got some green leaves, some baby plum tomatoes, and some grated carrot. And I'm going to have it with some specially selected rich and creamy coleslaw, which actually needs using up. It's 260 calories for a third of the tub. But I don't know if I'm going to have a third of the tub. Hang on. Right, I've got just over 100 grams. I've got 101 grams, which might be about 2/5 of the tub or something like that. I'm not sure. But I will put the calories for the entire meal on the screen. Okay, it turns out a third of the pack is 100 grams. So I am going to be very slightly over my calories for today, but not as badly as it had been if I had ignored what I'd done this afternoon and just ate an ordinary evening meal, I suppose. Good morning on Thursday. I've got a banging headache. So it's 10 to 10, I'm still in bed. I'm having Protein World Slender Porridge in gingerbread flavour with some chocolate orange choc shot. Hoping that will help. Okay, it's 20 to 2. I still feel rough as all get out. But I've made myself some lunch. 2 of the Alteco stand and stuffed tortilla boats. And in there I've just got mixed leaves, baby plum tomatoes, carrot, and a little bit of coleslaw. Pretty much the same as buddy. Pretty much the same as last night's dinner. And then to have with them, this is 2 of the Iceland peri peri lemon chicken skewers. I'll put the calories for all of this on the middle of the screen now. And then I've also got a packet of Walker's baked in prawn cocktail flavour. They're 96 calories. And a tiny packet of buttons, and they are, I believe, 76 calories. I will double check that and put it on the screen, but I think they're 76. And that's my lunch. Thursday's evening meal, I have got a Hunter's chicken. This is half of an Iceland pack, and it was 200 and something for half, 259 for half. I have added some extra cheese because the cheese was insufficient. Pack of steamed veg, and I've got 150 grams of sweet potato. Calories will be on screen. Okay, just home from a very fun night out. We went to see a comedian called Ray Bradbury. Ray Bradbury? Ray Bradshaw. Ray Bradbury wrote Fahrenheit 451. It's not him. Ray Bradshaw. And we were very well behaved and didn't get McDonald's on the way home, but I am actually hungry. So I've got a packet of Snacker Jacks for 80 calories and a protein pudding for about 150 odd, I think, 160. And that means I've had this many calories today, so I'm still under for the day, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye for now. Good morning. I have got a stinking cold. I don't know if I mentioned yesterday that I knew I was coming down with one. It has arrived. I have got Protein World porridge again this morning. Today it's jammy swirl flavour. Calories will be on the screen. Lunch. On my way to Mum's. Lunch is... Oh, I can't. It's a bacon roll. It's a bacon roll. Took Mum out for coffee and a cake, or in my case a Diet Coke and a cake, and I had the Biscoff cheesecake in coffee number 1, and it was 560 calories. Well, a goodly proportion of this food diary seems to be me sitting in my bed. I'm not very well. I just realised how weird that looks. It's one of those pillows that you put between your legs to try and support my knee a bit while I sleep, but it really looks odd sitting there, doesn't it? Tonight's dinner, I've got a Tesco meal deal. So I've got a hoisin duck wrap with no mayonnaise, a protein pot, which is basically 2 boiled eggs, and then I have Reese's eggs. I have enough calories to eat 2 of these. So I'm going to eat 1 and see if I can taste it. And if I can't taste it, then there's absolutely no point eating a second one, because I think my sense of taste might have gone, because I am very bugged up. And I will put my total calories for the day here, which obviously when I do that in the editing process, I'll know whether I've eaten 1 or 2, won't I? Good morning on, what day is it? Saturday. It's Saturday. Good morning on Saturday. Just been out with the dogs, hence the frizz. It's drizzly today. I have got for breakfast Protein World jammy swirl porridge again today. Calories will be on the screen. I've gone to do some eBay and then I've got to go to work in a bit. I'm still a bit bunged up with my cold, but I'm better than I was yesterday. But as you can see from the dark shadows, it wasn't a very good night's sleep. So I'm going to eat my porridge, do my eBay, think about what to eat. I'm going to have lunch before I go to work, but then I need to think about something to take to work for my evening meal. So yeah, think about that and I'll be back with you in a bit. Okay, excuse the fact that I've chosen to sit by the window, which means you probably can't see me at all. I've got my lunch. It is 200 grams of a kind of an instant pasta thing from Iceland. It comes frozen in a bag. That is terrible light, sorry. It comes frozen in a bag and you just put it in a pan of boiling water for 30 seconds. And this strikes me as the ultimate inconvenience cookery because pasta's quick to start with, isn't it? And that's perfectly good pasta. Bizarre. And then I've got a stir-in Asda tomato and basil sauce. This is 49 calories for half the pot. I've put the whole pot on here. So I'm going to put the whole calories for the whole pot in my app. But I've got a feeling that I'm going to end up with quite a lot of sauce left in the bowl. So there's a lot of sauce per pasta. I'm still not very well, sorry. There's a lot of sauce per pasta. Anyway, I'll put the calories for this on the screen. Okay, I've come back to clarify what I mean by loads of pasta sauce. I should not have used the whole pot. I just opened it and emptied it in without thinking. I'm going to actually go and weigh how much is left there and put it into a tiny pot to use it as a pizza base or something. And then I'm taking that amount back off my calories because I owe me that. Okay, so I've got an empty pot on the scales. Right, I'm going to zero the scales with the empty pot on them. Okay, and then I'm going to take the empty pot off, put the pot on with the sauce, and now I know that the sauce alone weighs 41 grams, right? Where's my packaging gone? Hang on, I'll be back. So the entire pot was 150 grams, right? So I did not eat 150 grams worth after all. I ate 109 grams. So that's what I'm going to put into my app. And I'm going to save myself this many calories. It's just as well I saved that tiny amount of calories earlier on because I've just snarfed my way through an entire packet of these. And they are McVitie's tartlets. They're little tiny chocolate biscuits. They're only 36 calories per biscuit, which is fine. Until you eat a whole packet. The whole packet is 500 calories. Luckily, I did have enough calories spare for that today. Because I've done it. And also now I'm eating these, and these are 72. For my work snack today, I used 4 of these Ryvita cracker breads. They are 20 calories each. I also used 1 slice of caramelised onion cheese, which I halved and shared between the 4 cracker breads. I had another pack of the Go Ahead fruit slices. This is the forest fruit ones and is 162 calories. For my evening meal, still at work, I had the Protein World Caramel Delight Shake and a packet of the Hula Hoops puffed salt and vinegar crisps. Okay, I am home from work. I'm peckish, not hungry, peckish. And I have a few calories left to use up. As you can see, I'm back in my bed. A few calories left to use up. So I've got 2 mini baby bells. They're about 40 calories. 42, something like that. Be on the screen. And 76 calories worth of chocolate buttons. There's a nose. You can't see the nose, but just off, there you go. There's a nose waiting to get in the chocolate button. She can't have these. She can have a bit of cheese. Total calories for today. Here. See you tomorrow. On Sunday morning, we went out for breakfast. My breakfast came to a total of 720 calories. It included 2 slices of toast, which are not shown in this picture. Guess who forgot to video their lunch? I'm at Mum's. We had a ready-cooked chicken from Sainsbury's.
Here's what I found.
Oh, nobody asked you, Siri. With some sweet potato mash, some ordinary mash, and some mixed veg. I will put the calories on the screen now, followed by an apple turnover. Calories on the screen for that now. And I'm about to eat a Skinny Dream Rocky Road, which was 70 calories per bar. That says less than 75 in that big writing there, Bella. 70 calories per bar. It is. It's 6:10. I've got about 500 calories left for today. I don't know if I'm going to go and find something, forage for something in the kitchen in a minute, but I'm editing, and so while I'm editing, I'm having a Saint bar, 99 calories. Okay, it is. It's ever so late at night. It's 7:45. 7:45. I've just got into bed. I brought my tea with me. I've got a egg sandwich. That's 2 slices of the Kingsmill 50/50 no crust bread, which is about 47 calories a slice. 1 egg and 15 grams of salad cream. Calories for that on the screen now. I've got 72 calories worth of crisps, and then I've got a Lidl's coconut and vanilla yogurt with a tiny dab of chocolate on the top, which has really spread because it was very thin for some reason. And I can't remember the calories for that, but I'll put that on the screen now as well. And this will be me finished for the day. So total calories for this day here. And that's the end of this week's food diary. Okay, Monday, scales time. $293.6, that is a maintain. That's exactly the same as it was last week. There we go. I've stayed the same this week. I should also add that I've still got a bit of a cold. I had 3 days of a nasty cold and I'm coming out the other end. So if I sound a bit snuffly, that's why. I don't think having a cold would necessarily have affected any weight gain or loss. I'd eaten a few Strepsils. I don't calorie count, by the way. I don't calorie count for cough sweets, and I don't calorie count for cough medicine, despite the fact that it plainly contains calories because it's sweet. I didn't actually use any cough medicine this time, but I just want to... If it's medicinal, I don't count it as calories, and I don't care what anyone thinks. I'm damned if I'm spending my calories on something that I'm not really enjoying. But yeah, I have had a heavy cold, and I don't think I did anything during that cold that really would have affected weight gain or loss. But I should imagine that the overeating on Monday, I've just about managed to counteract that through the week and to get away with a maintain. So I should be happy with that. That means no change on the board. The board remains the same with a £6 weight loss since we restarted in January. And that's okay. At least I didn't gain this week. At least I didn't put any back on. This bit of hair is annoying me. Not sure what it thinks it's doing. Again, thank you to everyone who complimented me on my haircut. I'm very pleased with it. It's taking a little bit more upkeep because I have to keep curling the ends under. They do tend to, where they sit on my shoulder, they want to curl out and I want them to curl in. So we have to keep having a word with the hair. But thank you to everyone who said it looked nice. I appreciate your kind words. I don't have much else to say. I've got a very simple week ahead of me. I'm working 3 days this week. There's nothing particularly in this week that should be a stumbling block. I am dealing with the fact that in my head I'm craving cake at the moment. I'm very much kind of like, I want cake. I'm not having cake, but it doesn't stop me craving it. I've had a little bit of cake here and there, but yeah, I'm trying to deal with that. We're off to Costco in a minute where I shall get a jacket potato for lunch. There's nothing coming up that should or could potentially derail me. I've got a perfectly simple week, and there's no reason why I shouldn't come back to you next week with a loss on the scales. I'm still incorporating the shakes, as you've just seen in the food diary. I'm still incorporating those here and there into my food diary where it makes sense for me, where it's quicker, where it's simpler, where it's handy to have a low-calorie, high-protein bulk meal that I can, just do quickly. So I'm still incorporating those, and I'm very much enjoyed all the porridges this week. As always, my codes are in the description box, and I need to tell you that my Protein World products, most of them have been gifted, although some of them I have bought, and that the code is in the description box. And I believe eventually, if people use it, I'll get a small amount of commission, but I haven't received any commission yet. Just for the purposes of clarity and to stay within advertising guidelines and whatever, I need to let you know that those products are gifted. So where you see those in my food diary, there's a strong chance they've been gifted to me, although some of them I have purchased myself. That was long-winded. Thank you for joining me for this, whatever weirdness this Calorie Crush has been this week. I'm glad to say the Facebook group is still going strong, and as always, there is a link underneath this video to that if anybody wants to come along and join us there. I haven't got anything else to tell you. There's nothing else remotely interesting to say, and so I'll stop saying it, and I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye for now.